Today on the channel, we're taking on a traditional historic event with Boros Tablet Control. This deck is built around one very simple card, which is Tablet of Discovery. And this card is very unique in the sense that it's a card that Wizards does not really print anymore. It's a 3-mana mana rock that comes down and makes 2 mana instantly and comes in untapped. And that allows you to do some very powerful things. You can play this and instantly cast any of these 2 mana instants or sorceries. There are a lot of decks right now that just do not play enough basics, and so the 4 Cleansing Wildfire, 4 Price of Freedom really tax those decks, and they're just possibly the best 2 mana instants or sorceries that cast off of your tablet, as they cantrip themselves, and you can ramp with Cleansing Wildfire and Rustveil Bridge. This is the heart and soul of this deck. There are matchups that just play enough basics that they don't really do anything, but there are a lot of matchups where just having 8 of these in your deck will win the game by themselves. And since we're already taxing the opponent's basic lands with these 8 cards, we get to play the full 4 Erode, which are just the best removal spell in Historic right now if you can take advantage of the fact that we're already taxing their basic land so much. It kills any creature, any planeswalker. We also have the newly printed Flashback to just flashback any of our instants or sorceries, and we have Consumed by History, which is just released, and it's just the best new red wrath that we have in the format. It's only 2 mana, and it deals 3 damage to all creatures. This cleans up a lot of the matchups that we have right now. It's great against Wizards. There's a lot of Elves that I've been seeing recently. It's really good against Affinity. This card's incredible. We have 2 in the main deck, and we've also got 2 in the sideboard. And speaking of alchemy cards, we're also playing 3 Rahilda, which is a card that a lot of people were playing when it was first printed in 2022, but it has not seen a lot of play recently. Rahilda is a 2-mana 2/2 first striker that turns into a 2/2 double striker that Ragavans your opponent just without the treasure. This deck really wanted a 2-drop threat that it could play. It's really good with your 4 Arena of Glories to haste out and just take over the late game. There's also just been a lot of Fragment Realities running around, and since we're playing 8 3-drops that they really want to Fragment Reality, this deck really just wanted a 2-mana threat that you can get off of Fragment Reality, and so Rahilda is just the best card in that slot. I tested a lot of things, and Rahilda is really the best one that I've found, and I'm quite happy with this card in the deck. Finally, since we are a control deck, that means we need a pretty good late game, and that late game is Flage and Pyroglyph. In combination with Arena of Glory, these cards will just burn your opponent out so incredibly fast. I mean, Flage just got banned in Modern, and Pyroglyph sees play in Legacy. These 2 cards are really all the late game you need. Flage is also really good with Tablet, as just milling a Flage is just straight up card advantage. As for the sideboard, we're playing 3 High Noons and 1 Archon of Emeria exclusively for Storm. We're playing 2 Meltdown for Affinity, playing 2 Path to Exile for the decks that we just want some more spot removal, and 2 more Consumed by Histories for the decks that you just want to kill as many creatures as possible. And our Graveyard Hate of choice is 1 Stone of Ereach and 3 Thraben Charm. Thraben Charm's pretty good because it's an instant and sorcery, and it also kills enchantments, because you'll always run into a random rogue enchantress gamer in this format. There's probably some better sideboard options for Graveyard Hate. You don't really want to play Rest in Peace because you have 4 Flages and 3 set Flashback. These are the sideboard cards that I've settled on the most, that I'm the happiest with at the moment. But that's the deck. We're gonna hop into this traditional historic event and see how we do. Alright, we're on the draw here. We have a pretty great opening hand. We have a double Cleansing Wildfire, if that's a matchup that these are going to be good in. We do have the Bridge in case we want to ramp ourselves, in case we're playing against like Mono Green. And we have a Consumed by History in place we're playing against a creature deck. We also have Tablet to really power out some cards here. This hand's pretty solid. Alright, they're going to Thoughtseize us on turn 1 after playing a Blooming Marsh. I have to imagine they probably take Tablet, unless Consumed by History is good against them, but Blooming Marsh Thoughtseize makes me think that Consumed by History is not super good. This might be Yawgmoth. If they take Cleansing Wildfire, that's amazing for us. That shows us that our Cleansing Wildfires are probably pretty good in this matchup. But I imagine we see Tablet get taken. They take Cleansing Wildfire. Interesting. We'll just play our Bridge, pass back, see what they do. We drew Rahilda, which is pretty good. They concede. Okay. Alright. We're just gonna, I'm gonna take out the 2 Consumed by History and bring in 2 Thraben Charm. I don't know what they're up to. That was crazy. We'll just run it back. I'm gonna assume that they're doing something with the graveyard. They're probably like Domain, maybe? I don't know. I mean, we'll take the free game 1. Okay, we have a perfectly serviceable hand here. They mulligan. They mulligan again. Alright. Okay. We'll take it. This deck is so powerful. We just won the first match in about 2 seconds. So I'll see you in game 2. Hopefully we get to actually play some Magic. Okay, match 2, we're on the draw again. This hand's perfectly serviceable. We have an Erode to slow them down a bit. We have Tablet. If we can get to the late game, this stuff is all pretty good. We find another road. I think since we found a road, we're just gonna Vista. In case we went to a road turn 1. Or, yeah, turn 1 here, which we do. I'm very glad that we did this. Okay, player planes. And we're just going to erode light pause right away. They can get an extra land. That is totally fine with us. So their green enchantments is very interesting. They're going to get a basic. We're just going to play our bridge and pass. We can, if they play another threat, we can erode it. And if they protect it in response, we will have Flage. But that's a little bit scary. Okay, yeah, we're just going to erode in response. We're just going to keep killing them. They get another plains. Seems like they don't have access to a basic forest. Okay, well, there's the basic forest. It was in their hand. We're just going to play Tablet. If we find a 2-mana spell, this is pretty good here. We find Flage. That's a fine one to mill. We have access to quad Pyroglyphs now. We'll see what they can do. Okay. Virtuoso. Hopefully we can kill this. They're going to connive. They're going to chains. I don't know what this does, and I can't tell. Okay. Pitch an Ethereal Armor. Okay, they're going to exile our Tablet. That's pretty good. And this gives Ward 2. That's annoying. So we're just going to have to go to the face with Flage. We don't have another land. That ended up being quite good. I mean, if we just draw another erode, this is pretty good. Them pitching Ethereal Armor is also quite scary. Flashback's not the best draw because we can't actually deal with this Virtuoso. Okay, all that glitters. We might just be dead here soon. They pitch Esper Sentinel. And we're at 22. They have Audacity. Okay, they pitch Light Paws. They have 9. Okay, we're probably dead. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, you get us. Giving them the basic lands was kind of tough there, but there's not much more we can do about that. We're gonna path. Go to Straben Charm. I mean, realistically, I think we just take the Consumed by Histories. I think we take out the Rahildas. We will win the late game. If we can get there. High Noon does not seem bad against them. I mean, like, Consumed by History, they're just going to scale past this so fast. I don't know if there's much more we want to take out. I think that this seems mostly fine. This does slow them down a lot. Let's just cut the Price of Freedoms. Price of Freedom isn't doing anything. We'll bring in Archon and the High Noons. We'll bring in 1 High Noon, keeping 2 consumed. I'm gonna like this. I think this is fine. A bit of a Jabberfest. This is a different version of this deck than I've played against before. Usually it's red-white. Okay. I mean, this hand's good. This hand could maybe be a little bit slow, but I think it's good. Play this tapped. That's the turn. We have Erode and then Flashback Erode. They just Mana Confluence. We will just... We'll play Arena of Glory in case they play Esper Sentinel. Then we can pay for Esper Sentinel. They play another Mana Confluence. So their lands, our burn plan is going to be pretty good because they're going to be hurting themselves. They pass. Okay. We Tablet. They Mana Tide the Tablet. Yeah, that's so fine. That's beyond okay with us. Then they Surgical our Tablets? Holy smokes. I mean, that ends up being pretty good against us. They get a card out of our hand. That is interesting. I don't know about that one. So our Pyroglyph's a 1-2 right now. We have a Road. We have a Road, Flashback, a Road. They Spirit Dancer. We draw Flage. So let's Flage. Yeah, now, like, I feel like the Surgical you want to hit Flage, but maybe they have another Surgical? Another Surgical is pretty good here because it's just keeping our Pyroglyph really weak. Okay, they play Boseiju. We still just have Flashback. They play another Spirit Dancer. We have Pyroglyph for it. We would like to just draw land here. They didn't have anything last turn. Okay, we do find land. We will fetch to make this a 3-4. We'll get a mountain. Do we want to haste this in? No, because I think we want to be able to haste the Flage later. We don't really need to get in for 3 here. We don't have much in the graveyard for Flage yet, but I mean, we'll get there. They have something for the Spirit Dancer. Yeah, we'll just erode in response. Send that to the graveyard. They get a land, but, like, that's fine. We're not too worried about that. Next turn, we can hold up Flashback and Gigantha. Enchantment goes to the graveyard for Pyroglyph. They have Light Paws. That's scary. And they have Sheltered by Ghosts. This is actually going to be fine, depending on what they find. If they find a way to protect this... Oh, okay. Okay, we lose the game now. And they just have it all. Okay, so we want to find Thraben Charm. Find another Pyroglyph. So this is an 8/7 with lifelink. I mean, we have to just do this. End of the face. Does it have double strike? It does not have double strike. We pass. Yeah, we need to find Thraben Charm. If we find Thraben Charm, this game's winnable. Benson, there's worlds where we win here with a hasty Pyroglyph. They have another Surgical Extraction? Jesus. Okay. If they go to 7, they're going to go up to 15. There goes our Phlages. See what we draw. No blocks. They go up to 15. Go to our turn. We find Thraben Charm. Let's just pass. Yeah, we pass here. So we can Thraben Charm, flashback Thraben Charm. So let's destroy target enchantment. Destroy authority. So if we Thraben Charm, flashback, yeah, this will be enough. So we destroy authority. We do not want to... They drew Mana Tithe, then whoop-de-doo. And then we will flashback Thraben Charm. Destroy the Sheltered by Ghosts. Did they draw Mana Tithe? If they drew Mana Tithe, that's crazy. So this will come down. Yeah, so then Pyroglyph is going to come down as a 4/5. And we can send all the damage at Light Paws. Kill their Light Paws. Fade that aura. Okay, I'm feeling a lot better about the position we're in. That was an amazing draw. You're gonna see Sentinel's Eyes. So they can't get all the enchantments out. They can't make these guys smaller. We draw Cleansing Wildfire. So we're always firing this off. I do think we pay here. We just want to draw. We probably shouldn't have left Arena of Glory back, but that's okay. They love to leave this land untapped. They get a Plains, we draw a land. We get to get in for 10. We get to put them dead on board next turn. That's the turn. So if they go Sheltered by Ghosts. There's a few draws they can have here. Sheltered by Ghosts is good. Ethereal Armor is good. Light Paws into something's good. But I'm feeling pretty good about our spot. Pyroglyph off the top wins the game instantly. They concede. Okay. Okay, that one got scary, but we got there. I'm pretty happy with the sideboard plan. Game 3 on the draw. This hand is scary. I think we have to mulligan that. This hand's great. This hand's significantly better. They concede. Okay, well, people don't want to play against this right now, I guess. I feel like this was a very bad matchup for us, but they just simply did not want to play match 3. I don't even feel like this deck is that tilting. I mean, sure. I mean, I'll take another free win, I guess. Okay, match 3 on the draw, or on the play. This hand is not very good. This hand's even worse. So, we're getting our karma, I guess, for our last 2 opponents fully conceding the game. This hand is pretty good. We're going to pitch Pyroglyph and Mountain, I think. We get to go Rehilda on turn 2, Flage on turn 3, see what we're up against. But mulliganing to 5 is never good, especially in a deck that doesn't really have that much card advantage. Okay, Thoughtseize is bad. Thoughtseize is quite bad for us, so we are going to... I mean, they know we drew this, but I think we want to play that just to put another card in the graveyard. We can get Mountain with it. They play Dark Slick Shores into Psychic Frog. This one is going bad. It's never good to mulligan against the Psychic Frog deck. We are going to see Cleansing Wildfire. I do think we fire that off. The frog's just going to hit us unless we find a road. We really just want to find a road here. They force a negation. Force a negation's a bit backbreaking. They do have force a negation. Oh my lordy. Okay. Yeah, you got it. Pass the turn. They hit us for 1, draw a card. Okay, we draw another Flage. Not really what we're looking to draw. I think our game plan here is going to be just sending Flage to the face and hoping to get lucky. We're never beating Frog without finding in a road. And so I think we're just going to have to try to burn them out. But, I mean, yeah, this... We mulligan to 5 against blue-black on the play. Good luck to us is the answer to that. Okay, they're going to get him with Frog. Hit us for 1. Draw a card. There's worlds where we win this. It's just going to be kind of tough. We draw with Hilda. Do you think we're going to haste for Hilda out? I mean, we might as well. We have to try to do something here. It resolves. I imagine it means a Fatal Push. It does mean a Fatal Push. I'm just gonna concede this one. It's maybe a bit early of a concession, but I mean, we're not winning this matchup. Okay, so the Consumed by Histories come out, for sure. At the Exiles come in. I think that this is fine. I don't really think there's much more we want to change. Okay, game 2 on the play. I mean, this is just another bad hand. Yeah, I mean... So they're on Prismatic Vista. These Price of Freedoms don't seem like they're going to be very good. This is just another match. If we just don't... Mulliganing in this matchup is just really hard. We're going to fire this Ren's Resolve off on turn 2. We find a Flage, which isn't very good. We find Tablet and Flage. We don't find white mana yet. Tablet getting countered isn't the worst thing in the world. We find a Baleful Strix. That's fine. That's better than a Frog here. We Tablet. Tablet just resolves. We mill another Tablet. That's actually pretty good, putting Artifact into the yard for Pyroglyph. I mean, triple Pyroglyph is something. They're going to get in for 1. They're just going to pass. We draw another Flage. I mean, we just fire these Pyroglyphs off. And they turn Scolding. That's tough. But that puts creature... That makes our next Pyroglyph pretty good. They pass. Okay, they play a Prismatic Vista. They get in for 1. And they just pass back. We draw our own Vista. I think here we're going to Flage. I think we just want to get Flage into the yard here. You'd like to draw another Ren's Resolve or a Flashback. I can't imagine this Flage resolves. I'd be happy to put Baleful Strix into the graveyard, just get that thing out of play. And our 2 Pyroglyphs are 5/6s. Okay, Flage does resolve. Gonna just target Baleful Strix. That's fine. Flage is gonna go to the graveyard. That puts an artifact in their graveyard too. So that we don't feel bad about having to eat the Tablet to inevitably Flage at some point. They just play Island and they pass. We draw another Tablet. So let's tap 3, play Tablet. This is totally fine if it gets countered. It's a little bit annoying because then we can't follow up with anything, but I mean, if they're just going to sit here 1-for-1-ing us. Okay, we get to mill, which means our Flage will be online. We draw Flashback. That was a great draw. We can Flashback target Ren's Resolve. This will take Sorcery out of the graveyard, but there's not much we can do about that. We will just Ren's Resolve, leave up Tablet in case we draw removal spell. We've not played a land. Okay, they Snapcaster Stern Scolding. Interesting. Okay. And then we will just target our own Rustveil Bridge. Yeah, you can counter this if you want. This is giving... They have Force, maybe? Yeah, we get to search for a basic, put it into play, get a mountain. This puts sorcery back in our graveyard. So now we have access to 8 mana next turn, or 10 mana for instants and sorceries. Our Pyroglyphs are both 5/6s. I mean, they're kind of letting us claw back into this game. Like, they clearly have interaction. Like, just playing Snapcaster is so weird there. I think we're gonna fire off Ren's result. They Kaido. Okay, that's pretty good. Kaido is killable for us.
The housewarming party has arrived.
We really want both of these Pyroglyphs to resolve. Okay, they just tick up.
Just try to keep up.
And they pass. Draw another tablet. So I wonder... Can't do that without taking sorcery out of our yard. So let's just play Pyroglyph. This is going to eat a counter, but then the second Pyroglyph can come down and kill their Kaido. And hopefully Flage can clean the game up. This will also put Planeswalker in the graveyard. There goes Vista. Additionally, if this resolves, we can also Flage. I don't think we want to do that. Okay, they have Counterspell. So we get to play second Pyroglyph. They can't Stern Scolding this one because it is a 5/6. This exists in all zones. Kaido down. They have Fatal Push. Fatal Push is pretty good here. Fatal Push getting our 5/6 out of play is good here. But so the way that Pyroglyph works is even if they kill it, this ability is still going to check what its last known power is, so it'll still deal 5 damage to Kaido. They do have their Snap Push back. But I mean, Flage should be able to overpower that. They don't have a way to get something off the board. We even have 2 Flages. They just push Pyroglyph. Pyroglyph answers Kaido. We pass.
Definitely lost.
So if they have a Surgical Extraction, we're going to have a hard time winning this game. We'll have to kill them with Gigantha. They have Tasha. I love Tasha.
When I win,
Oh, that's a sick one. Okay.
impressed you the most.
So we can Flage. We would love to find Arena of Glory. I do think we're going to dig for Arena of Glory. I mean, if they have another counterspell, they have another counterspell. They need exactly counters. I guess they can put Pyroglyph into play. No, we'll give them Flage. Yeah, we'll give them Flage because it'll just die instantly. And now our Flage will kill Tasha. And this card's so fun. Tasha's quite strong against us. Okay, they have a Dark Saurus, so if this last card is exactly Counterspell, that's good. We are gonna dig for Arena here. We find a Road and Vista. So because we're only playing 1 Plains, I think here instead, let's Tablet. I think we're gonna just play Flage, leave up a Road. In case this is Counterspell. We find Pyroglyph, actually. In that case, this we can play until end of turn. So, let's just 3, 4, play Pyroglyph. Kill Tasha. I don't think we really want to flashback. We'll just pass. There's a world where maybe we're supposed to erode Tasha and send that to face. But I mean, they're so low on cards. I think we're happy to just take the 1-for-1s where we can. Leave up this erode. They're going to have to choose what threat they exile, because this also helps us answer a Kaido. Go to our turn. We find a bridge. So here we're just going to Flage. Land. What do they have in their graveyards? They have land, Planeswalker, instant. So we can go land, creature. We want to empty our sideboard of creatures. Or if they have another Tasha. They do have Snapcaster Counterspell. But now they don't have Fatal Push mana up anymore. But I guess we don't have a Road up anymore. Okay, they counter. That's fine. We are going to flashback Ren's Resolve. And just keep digging. We haven't played a land yet, so if we find a white source, we can kill Snapcaster, get him for 6. If they have Fatal Push, they have Fatal Push. Okay, we do find a white source, so we are gonna make red here. Let's destroy one of their untapped blue. Okay, they don't make mana, so they don't have a counterspell for sure. If they have another basic, they do have another basic. We find Arena of Glory. That's good for next turn. For the sake of using our mana, we're gonna erode the Snapcaster. Just so we can, this also just puts another card in the graveyard. Okay, erode down. Gigantha into hand. Get in for 6. So the only thing we'll lose out on is sorcery in the graveyard if we flage next turn. No, we can keep a sorcery. They're going to pass. They just concede. Okay, yeah, because we're going to get the haste, Gigantha, and flage. Okay, so let's bring in the Thraben Charms. It's actually not. Let's take out some Price of Freedoms, I think. I think this seems fine. This seems good. We have Cleansing Wildfire on turn 2 to ramp us. We have Rahilda, if Rahilda seems like something that's good. We have another Cleansing Wildfire, so we can just start ramping like crazy here. They get a Swamp. And they play Baleful Strix. In that case, I think we just play Rahilda. We can just kind of force their hand, force them to have a removal spell for this. We get to just be kind of annoying here. If they want to Kaido, they're going to have to tick down Kaido. Okay, they do have Fatal Push. They get him for 1. So let's play our Vista. Let's Cleansing Wildfire a bridge. They want to use a counterspell on this. Be my guest. They Spell Snare. Okay. That's fine. We'll pass. I think if they go to combat, we're gonna just erode the Strix so that we don't have to worry about Kaido. They riddles. That's fine. You can riddle all you would like. So now we don't need to kill the Strix. Watergrave tapped. We're gonna get him for 1. That's fine. That resolves. Warp goes away. Okay, so we get to go to our turn. We're not going to crack this because we want to draw a land here, I think. We wouldn't mind drawing a land. We draw another Thraben Charm. So we get the Cleansing Wildfire or Bridge again. They have another Spell Snare. They have another Spell Snare. We would like to search for a basic. We're going to get a Mountain. We find Tablet. Tablet was a great draw. We get to pass. So they spend their turn Quantum Riddlering again. We're more than happy to let them do that and then just erode it on their end step. If they just straight go to combat, I still think we kill the Baleful Strix. They Shock and Watery Grave. This does feel like they're going to Quantum Riddler. They Frog. Okay. They have Counterspell up. Oh, if they have Kaido here, this is really annoying. Yeah, we're going to erode... No, they can Kaido. They can Kaido all they want. Okay, no. They just take 1. We're going to pass. We're going to erode the Frog. And Kaido's fine, because they'll just use it, draw 1 card, and then we'll erode it. So if they have Counterspell for Tablet, we're in a little bit of trouble. We find land. So let's play our Tablet. See if we mill something good. Does resolve. We mill Hieroglyph, which we can't actually play. We'll put that into play tapped, and we'll just pass the turn. We could shock it in and leave up Thraben Charm, but I don't think we need to do that. I'm feeling fairly good about the position we're in right now. Having 2 Thraben Charms is, like, not that great, but it's not that bad either. Okay, they play Riddler. In response to them drawing a card, we're just going to instantly erode it. So next turn we get to Pyroglyph to the face, kill Baleful Strix with Pyroglyph, or with Thraben Charm. Is maybe what we want to do here. They draw. They're at 5 cards in hand, but they seem like slightly flooded. They don't seem to have a counterspell. They might have Force of Negation. Is maybe why they're like being so careful. I'd like to find our Flage. A surgical Pyroglyph. That's unbelievable. Okay, well that probably wins them the game. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one to beat. Okay, they get rid of our Pyroglyphs. If they have another surgical for Flage, we're in deep trouble. So they know we just are sitting on 2 Thraben Charms. That was such a good draw for our opponent. Okay, they go to combat, get him for 1. We draw Ren's Resolve. That was a pretty good draw. We exile the top 2. We do find Flage. We're gonna Flage. This one will kill the Paleful Strix. We'll put land in... Oh wait, we already played land? Oh wait, no. We have this on the stack. We're not gonna put Gigantha into play, because if they have another Surgical Extraction, we want to be able to Thraben Charm. We can exile both of our graveyards now, because we don't have to worry about Pyroglyph. Play Strix. They draw a card. And they warp a Riddler. Yeah, they warp a Riddler. Draw another card. They play another Vista. They pass the turn. Okay. Alright. Big draw here. We draw Arena of Glory. That counts as a big draw. Alright, red, white. Evoke Flage. If they have Counterspell, they have Counterspell. We want to leave a Road and Ren's Resolve in our graveyard. It does feel like they have a Counterspell. But I mean, we fire this. There's no world in which we don't fire this off. They get an island. And they have Sink into Stupor. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just pass. We're not going to Flage next turn anyways. Because our Arena of Glory is down and we don't have enough cards in our graveyard. I think this is fine. We still just want to leave up Thraben Charm, I think. They're going to play Quantum Riddler, draw another card. They draw. Drawing another Flage would be good here. They get him for 1. I think end of turn, we're going to Thraben Charm their graveyard. Just to empty this. Get another card into the graveyard. A Spell Snare. That's fine. I mean, we're happy to get that card out of our graveyard. We find another Arena of Glory. So let's Flage. Kill Baleful Strix. We can play Arena of Glory. And then put Gigantha into hand. And next turn we can haste both Gigantha... Okay, that was almost bad. We can haste both Gigantha and Flage next turn. I mean, if they have Surgical here, that's really good. But they don't seem to. We fire off the Thraben Charm on end step again, no matter what. They cling to dust. That's good. That's really good. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get the Cling to Dust again. I mean, I'm still going to fire this Thraben Charm off. We're going to get the Haste out Gigantha. They want to spend 4 mana doing that. We would love to draw Rahilda, would be a really good draw. Exile your graveyard again. Seems like they're going to Cling to Dust. But yeah, I'm fine with this. We would like to draw another Ren's Resolve. Flashback would be a good draw. Ren's Resolve is a good draw. Another Flage is a good draw. Rahilda is a good draw. They do Cling. They Cling our Ren's Resolve, so that's going to make... I mean, Flashback's still good because we can get another Road. A Road or Path is a good draw. We have a lot to find. They're going to fetch. Do they have Counterspell too? Or are they just going to double Cling to Dust? Well, Cling to Dust is kind of fun. Another Tablet would be alright. Are they out of basics? Seems like they're out of basics. Okay. That's interesting. We go to our turn, we find Ren's Resolve. I mean, if you have Spell Snare, you have Spell Snare. Okay, we have a Arena of Glory, Cleansing Wildfire. Actually, we don't want to tap out of white, because we want... No, we can still Flage, but we'll do this. We're going to target one of your untapped Watery Graves. Oh, we're in full control mode on accident. Dude, they float a blue. They float a black. Okay. We draw a card. We do find Flage. So now we can play Flage. Target your Riddler. And we can white, exert, haste our Flage out. I think we leave Ren's Resolve in the graveyard still. So now they can't counter this. We do get to answer the Riddler. We have Hasty Flage. If they have Fatal Push, they have Fatal Push. That's not that big of a deal. They fetch again for a land they don't have. We're kind of starting to eat their lands alive here. They do have Fatal Push. They didn't need to do that because I had killed Riddler, but okay. They pass. We draw land. Exert Arena of Glory again. Play Giganta. Giganta comes down. They have a removal spell. They have Dismember. Okay. Another card in the graveyard. We'll leave this in hand. There's no reason to play it. They just pass. We draw a road. And we'll pass again. I mean, this one's going to be close. They find Harbinger. That's honestly fine. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. We'll erode. They have Counterspell. Okay. That's pretty good. So we can't Flage yet. We find another bridge. Oh no. We pass. Harbinger ended up being pretty good here. I mean, Rahilda's still a good draw. I mean, they're just drawing interaction up the wazoo. We find Price of Freedom. So we're gonna start blowing up their swamps, I think. I guess we're probably supposed to use our tablet here. We don't have a second plane, so we can't start flaging. I mean, we'll find removal for this Harbinger eventually. We're down to a Snapcaster. Yuck. Okay. Well, this is turning into an unfortunate game. This one was pretty good. The Surgical on our Pyroglyph was disgusting. That's why you play this blue-black control deck. Both of these decks just kind of want to turn the corner in the end game. They were able to answer our Flage and answer our Giganta. This Harbinger of the Seas has ended up becoming very annoying. We still have a lot of draws. We'll see what they have. They play Frog. Okay, Frog is going to be backbreaking. We find land. I mean, we pass. But that probably spells the end of this. Then we're on a 3-turn clock, a 2-turn clock with Frog. They path again. Okay, we draw Path to Exile. Do they have another counterspell? If they don't, this is doable. Okay, they do just have counterspell. Alright. Well, that was a slightly disappointing end there, but that was a pretty good match. Okay, match 4. We are on the play. This is great. Hopefully this is a good Cleansing Wildfire matchup. Play Mountain, go. A good Cleansing Wildfire matchup, we'll be very happy. Plains makes me think it is not. Okay, Plains into Cleric class really makes me think it's not, but we fire this off anyways. Get another Plains. This is making me think they have 22 of these in this deck. Okay, they get another Plains, we draw another land. We pass. They play another land, and they play Soul Warden. We find Bridge. Bridge is very interesting. I think we're gonna get this tablet down still. We'd like to just draw another ramp spell. Okay, we just did a land, that's fine. We should be able to go over the top of this deck once we start finding all of our burn. Next turn we probably play Bridge, Flashback, Wildfire, and Ramp ourselves, or we just kill their Righteous Valkyrie. Is what we want to do instead. Go to our turn. Find Rahilda. Rahilda was good. We can Rahilda. No, we don't want a flashback. What are we doing? We're gonna erode this. They can get another planes. That's fine. We maybe should have done that in upkeep. That might have been foolish. But they like play a 4-drop. But we get to play this, fetch our planes, and leave up flashback erode. And then maybe Rahilda can get in. They gain a life. We play Vista, pass the turn. We'd like to find our Pyroglyphs. They play land. Yeah, this is just the full plains deck. They're gonna level up. Level up would be incredible here. Okay. You level up. And they pass, so we're gonna just get a plains because we don't want to draw any more lands. Get a plains. Go to our turn. We have double strike now. If they want to chump block with Soul Warden, be my guest. Okay, they don't. So we get in for 2. We get to steal Herald of the Eternal Dawn. Okay. I guess we'll shock in. We still can't play this, so we'll just play Righteous Valkyrie. I don't know why I shocked in. That was kind of foolish of me, but that's okay. We're just gonna pass. Yep. Pass the turn. We still have it's still night. We still have flashback for erode. They play another Soul Warden. You got it. They're gonna level up. So if they play 2 creatures here, they can make it day. They're gonna make a 3/3. They play a gate. And they play Overseer. Okay. Pretty good. Okay, gain a life. They're gonna make their Soul Warden gigantic. This searches a non-land. And they're gonna tick up their Overseer. That's fine. So they get to make this into a 4/3. Okay, this is getting scary. Yep. Let's see if they get in with the 4/4. If they get in with the 4/4, we're going to kill the Inspiring Overseer so that we can get in with Rahilda. No blocks. Yeah, we're going to flashback erode. We're going to erode the Overseer. We can get a plains. We don't want to see land. Land here would be tough. We would love to see Flage. We'd love to see Pyroglyph. We find another flashback. It becomes day again. Get in with Rahilda. Do we draw? We do find... Okay, we still have Herald, actually. We can just play this. See what we get. Because this is going to gain us 6, too. We find Cleric class. Okay, I do think we're just going to play Herald of the Eternal Dawn. Yeah, this seems great. Alright, we gain 6. We can't win and our opponents... Or we can't lose and our opponents can't win. Okay, they go up to 32. They make a giant creature. Any spell off the top is really good. For us. We'd love to find Ren's Resolve. Okay, Voice of the Blessed is horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Yeah. Okay. They have another creature. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they just get to make this indestructible instantly. Okay. So we have no exile-based removal in game 1. That was a heck of a draw. They're gonna make an 11/11. A 12/12. Flying Vigilance Indestructible. Play another Cleric class. This one's not going very well. Not very often you get beat up on by mono white life gain. We draw Ren's Resolve. That was a great draw. I mean, we'll see what we can do here. We find Pyroglyph and Cleansing Wildfire. So let's destroy the Citadel. So I think our only chance here is going over the top of Voice of the Blessed with like Pyroglyph burn damage, which if we can just like get all of our Pyroglyphs in play isn't that difficult because they can't kill us right now. These decks usually don't play that much removal. We get to stop them from seeking. Land and a Rahilda. We get to play Pyroglyph. That's actually so annoying because they're going to trigger both their Soul Wardens. Okay. Yeah, I guess we just send it to the dome. I mean, we just need them to, like, string some lands together. I mean, they're just going to make one big old guy. This is going to be really hard for us to... They gain 4 from the Pyroglyph coming into play. Play a bridge, pass the turn. I mean... Yeah, this one... We want to find a road to kill the 2 Soul Wardens. They're going to gain so much life here. I mean, if we could just, like, haste Flage a bunch, too, we can win this. This isn't impossible to win. They get a life. They make an 18-18. We're in the, if they ever find a removal spell, this game's over game. We're at 53 life. They can get another Inspiring Overseer here. We get the flashback, Ren's Resolve, find 3 more cards next turn. But we need to find answers for these Soul Wardens. Consumed by History is pretty good here. Did they find another creature? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. I mean, they're popping off. They're certainly popping off. Get to get in for 24. We take 24. This was such a nutso draw for them. And no blocks. We go to -7. We draw a road. Okay. I mean, that was step 1. So let's flashback Ren's Resolve. 2 red. We find Arena of Glory. We find land. We're gonna concede. This is too much to overcome at this point. Path to Exile is great. Consumed by History is great. Raven Charm's pretty good. And we probably just take all these out. We have 1 card extra. I think we'll keep 1 in. Actually, this deck's probably playing some insane artifact. Keep 1 Price of Freedom in the deck. And just kill everything they play. We have much more game 2 because we can answer their Voice of the Blessed. Okay, we're on the play. We have to mulligan that. That hand's almost good. This hand's great. We're going to pitch Thraben Charm. We have Tablet. We have Ren's Resolve. This hand's very good. Just play the bridge. Pass. They play Plains into Soul Warden, I imagine. Declare class. Okay. Maybe we should have kept Thraben Charm. Play tap land. Pass the turn. I mean, we'd like to find land. We're going to Ren's Resolve next turn. My thinking with not doing it this turn is if we Ren's Resolve and we find Pyroglyph, we just can't cast it and it gets stuck in exile. Okay, we Ren's Resolve. We really want to find some lands. So we find land, Ren's Resolve. That's very good because next turn we can Tablet and Ren's Resolve. But as long as they're not doing anything, we're kind of fine here. Consumed by History can deal with these. Okay, we would like to just draw land now. We find Tablet. Let's Tablet. Mill a card. Mill in a road. Let's just draw... Okay, we draw lands. Or tap land. We have Thraben Charm for a Cleric class. We have Path to Exile for anything else. They have another Soul Ward, and Consumed by History is going to be kind of disgusting here. Yeah, they get in for 2. They're missing a land drop. So we get to Consumed by History. Yeah, that's fine. Then we are going to Tablet to look for another land. We do find a land. And then we're just going to destroy one of these. No. We won't do that yet. We're gonna pass. No, wait, we can't. We have to use it this turn, I think. Yeah, I was thinking we can wait until they try to level one of them up, but that doesn't make any sense because I think we lose that this turn. Now it's in the graveyard for a flashback. We have Pyroglyph for whatever they play this turn. I mean, this game feels a lot stronger now. Another Cleric class. That's fine. They haven't found another land. Get to go to our turn. And another flashback. So let's just exert. Haste and Pyroglyph. Them for 4. Pass a turn. We get to leave up Flashback, Thraben Charm in case they do anything too crazy, but this game's feeling pretty much locked up. Or Celebrant's entirely fine with us. I'm not worried about that at all. Go to our turn. We find a land, so let's just go red, red, white. Play tablet. We mill a card. We find a land. So we could Ren's Resolve here. I don't think we need to. I think we, once again, just leave up Path to Exile and Flashback Thraben Charm, because if they try to level one of these up, we can kill it in response. They don't chump block, which is probably the right call. Okay, pass the turn. They play Plains, and they Gaida. Okay. They gain a life. See what they have as a follow-up. And they Voice of the Blessed. Yeah, that's fine. So we can Consume by History next turn now. And pretty much wrap the whole board. Yep. You get in. We're not going to Path yet. So we can do this. Flashback, Consume by History. Consume by History. Those both get unearthed. I think now we're going to Flashback Ren's Resolve just to try to get some action. We will tap that. We draw Price of Freedom and another Consumed by History. So we will Price of Freedom, Gate to the Citadel. We get to search for a basic, but that's totally fine. We have so much left up. So we could get in. We could Consume by History again and unearth the Pyroglyph next turn, which is kind of funny, but I think we just get in. I mean, we're winning this game. We get to put Gigantha into hand and pass. We have Consumed by History next turn if we need it. And they have another Gaida. Got it. Yeah, we're just going to force them to chump block with the Core Celebrant. I think we have no reason to, like, path this. We don't want to just lose to them playing the 6/6 Angel that makes so they can't lose the game and just we never find anything. They get in for 1. That's fine. That's fine. Do they get in for 1? Okay, they do get in for 1. We take 1. That's fine. Go to our turn. We find Rahilda. So we will Consume by History immediately. Then we will Arena of Glory and white. We're going to go into full control. We're going to use that mana and the haste mana. We're also going to Gigantha. Player Verge. Get in for 12. We find Pacifism, which doesn't really do anything for us. We'll just pass. This game's locked up. This game is completely... Yeah, they find land. They can technically survive with Core Celebrant. But in response, now we'll Path to Exile the Core Celebrant so they can't chump block next turn. Voice of the Blessed will come down. They won't gain any life. They're dead on the attack. Okay, so this went much better than the last match. That gets exiled. We go to our turn. Rahilda flips because they didn't actually cast a spell. Okay, we found the Herald. But they're dead. Alright. That went much better. That's more what we expect to see in this matchup. Game 3. Seems great. Play Vista on 1. Maybe Shock and Sacred Foundry on 2. Rahilda seems very good in this matchup. They don't really have any good ways to deal with it. Our opponent might be timed out. I didn't see if their rope completely ended, but they did not do anything when choosing wins to go first or second. If this ends up with a third match where our opponent just quits, that'll be fascinating. They're roping. So I guess we'll see when they do something or they concede. Alright, and they do. They do just concede. Okay, well apparently if you just want some free wins where your opponents just completely check out of the match, this is the deck for you. That's happened 3 times now. I guess we're playing for the 4-1. Final match of the league. We're on the play again. We have an amazing opening hand. We keep this all day. Question is, do we shock it on turn 1? The answer is probably no. There's very few creatures in this format that we want to erode on turn 1. And just fire that off. Hopefully this is a matchup where Price of Freedom's good. We haven't had one yet today. Except for, I think the match one probably was a match where the Price of Freedom was good. That's probably why they just conceded. Okay, the Forest makes me think... Oh, okay. It's giving Eldrazi. So this is one of the matchups where Price of Freedom is just incredible. Because we get to basically 1-for-1 trade with their Utopia Sprawl, and we draw a card off of it. We are more than happy with this sequence. We draw a Cleansing Wildfire, which is also fantastic. It's also, if this is Eldrazi, if we see like Ugin's Labyrinth here, this card absolutely dunks on Ugin's Labyrinth. Okay, so they're Naya. Interesting. Fnatic of Ronis. Got it. So we get to go tablet here. We mill another tablet. We're just gonna blow up their forest again. They're really hunting for that red mana. Okay, they get another forest. So they don't appear to have any other colors in basic mana. We'll see if we see like Trudge. Our Pyroglyph can kill Fnatic. We can play Pyroglyph and another Cleansing Wildfire next turn. Probably going after the Temple Garden. If we see a red source, we probably do that. Oh, they Kiora. Okay. Interesting. So they untap their forest. We see another Utopia Sprawl. We see Multiversal Passage and Verdant Dread. That's pretty cool. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Yeah, we're just going to Pyroglyph. We're going to deal 5 to Kiora. Then we're going to cleanse their Multiversal Passage. Just keep pushing them off of red mana. They really want that red mana. We don't have quite enough to be able to Flage. We're going to have to get white off of this Prismatic Vista. Okay, they have the Lighted Halfling. So if they have a legendary... I'm just continuously finding lands is tough. So they get to Manifest Dread twice. That's fine. See what their Kiora is doing. Nothing. So let's just kill Kiora.
Well, this sucks.
Gonna kill Kiora, play Vista. Next turn we get the Flage. We're gonna get him for 6. And they have to be careful to not just die to Flage. They need to start chump blocking. They will get to activate Verdant Dread next turn. Okay, they do just chump block. Cavalier of Thorns. So they're like green Naya Devotion. Very interesting. See what they do here. Hasty Flage is probably going to be pretty... Okay, it's Trailblazer, so we will be killing that. Oh, they're that combo deck. So we're going to erode. They get to make 3 more guys. Get to see if they have another forest. They do have another forest, so they're at least 5 forests so far. They don't have enough mana to copy Verdant Dread yet. Pyroglyph is a 7/8. There's Beseju, so they can copy now. I mean, another Pyroglyph off the top wins the game. Okay, they're going kind of crazy. I'm flashback. So we could try to go for the win. I don't think that's very good. I think we need to haste Flage. And send this face. I think that's really our only path to victory here. We are going to get in for 6. I guess this took instant sorcery out of the graveyard. What happened? Yeah, they get the block. We just have sorcery. It took instant something else. Artifact? Yeah, it took artifact out. That's what it was. But, I mean, they're still dead to Pyroglyph. They're going to quadruple block. That's fine. We're just going to play land. And we're going to pass. Next turn, we can go for the kill with flashback. If we flashback Price of Freedom, if we don't top deck anything. Okay, there's Trailblazer. They could find... I mean, if they found a Karn here, that's really good. They found Cavalier of Thorns. They have to be kind of careful. They're, like, not that far away from decking themselves. Okay. Elishnorn's good against us. They have to be careful. We would love to be able to steal this game 1 away. They just get Stomping Ground. So they're gonna mill themselves for 10 this next turn. Okay, they get another Delighted Halfling. They're not gonna copy their Dreads. They play another Halfling. Okay, so we are just Pyroglyph or bust. Pretty much where we're at. We find Pyroglyph. All right, well, Pyroglyph comes down. They see each other. And damage to the dome. All right. I'm very happy to steal that game 1 away. Let's bring in the paths. Consumed by History seems amazing. What is Straben Charm? And like honestly, all of this seems really good. This is a matchup where Rehilda does not seem good. Question is, what do we take out? Cleansing Wildfire and Price of Freedom seem pretty good. If we just go 1 Thraben Charm and we just go the 4 Cleansing Wildfire and we don't go all the way. We try to fight on a different axis. Turn 1, let's go 3 Consumed by History, 2 Price of Freedom. Price of Freedom seems good. I don't know. We'll try this. I think we just want to slow them down. Down the play. This sounds good. We keep. We do have to get Mountain here, which is unfortunate. Okay, we find Bridge. That was great, because now we have white mana. We do still have to get Mountain to make Arena of Glory come in untapped. We'd love to see something here that we can consume by History. The Utopia Sprawl. Aiming white. The Trailblazer. Okay, that's great for us. Play another Delighted Halfling. Oh. Okay. This went about as good as it could. Where is it? Consumed by History. We just read the board. Next turn we get to go Tablet and start attacking our mana. Our Pyroglyphs are 3/4s right now. I'm feeling pretty good about our spot. Okay, we find land. To go Tablet. Tablet mills Cleansing Wildfire. We will just instantly fire that off. They concede. Yeah, that was a tough one for them. But we'll take that. That was a kind of scary matchup. But we ended up going 4-1 with this deck. It was a really cool one. I'm really happy with how this deck turned out. I've been working on it for a bit. I think it's still kind of missing something. I think it's missing another... I mean, it's missing Lightning Bolt is the actual answer. Missing Lightning Bolt or just like another like cheaper creature that's better than Rehilda. Rehilda's pretty good, but it's not like that great. Consumed by History is incredible, but this deck is just really missing Lightning Bolt because then you just have the like Bolt Snap, Bolt Flashback Bolt, Pyroglyph, Burn plan that's really good. This deck's felt great into the metagame. The 4 Flage is just like so good in the metagame right now. You do struggle against the like control decks. We saw that against Dimir. The Dimir matchup was like really tough. Like Pyroglyph and Flage is just such a good endgame combination right now. This deck is really good, and I definitely recommend you give it a try.